Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Pooja Upadhyay from Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Commerce, Varda. In this video session, we are going to start the interesting topic of online consumer behavior. Before starting this topic, let's understand the difference between word consumer and customer. Consumers are the end users of particular goods or service. They consume it and satisfy their needs and wants. Whereas customers may or may not be end users, or they can sell a particular product to another consumers or reuse the same product and manufacture one new unique product. So this is the difference between consumer and customer. Now, let's start this topic of online consumer behavior. From the perspective of marketers and businessmen, understanding the online behavior of consumers matters a lot. It is simply a process of buying particular product or service online from the perspective of customers. This process is very much important in case of various e-commerce companies and online marketing, because on the basis of knowing the online consumer behavior, marketers can identify and can design effective marketing strategy, and e-commerce businesses can easily grab the attention of consumers towards their websites. There are so many models of online consumer behavior, but the Triphala Model of online consumer behavior is one of the effective model which successfully defines this concept and various factors which affects the online consumer behavior. Let's discuss this topic in brief. This Triphala model of online consumer behavior was developed and introduced by two professors of management, Ujjwala Dange from Priyadarshini College of Engineering and Vinay Kumar from SB Patil College of Management in 2012. According to this model, the factors which affects the online consumer behavior are classified into three different stages. In the first stage, the behavior of consumers on online platforms affects by various factors. Then these factors are combined with various buying motives. Then there are certain filtering elements which affects and filters the motivation of consumers in order to buy a particular product or service. After filtering that, consumer come to know the perfect good buying from particular website, and this stage is known as filtered buying motives. And after that, finally consumer buy particular service or product from particular e-commerce website. Let's understand these all three stages one by one. In the first stage, where various factors are mentioned. According to this model, the producer or the suggester of this model shows that there are certain factors which are basically classified into two types, that is external factor and internal factors, affects the behavior of consumers while buying particular product or service online. In the external factors, various factors like demographics, where age, gender, or the education or literacy, then the number of family members affects the buying habit of consumer. Then socio-economic means the social culture of consumer and the economic background of consumer affects their behavior. Then technology and public policies, like which technology consumers are utilizing and how is the political environment of the consumers country. Then this affect a lot. Then the culture in which consumers are living. Then the reference group, here the reference group can be considered as the role models or the heroes of consumers, the consumers to whom consumers are following. Then marketing. Marketing also plays very important role in the process of online consumer behavior. So these are the various external factors which affects the behavior of consumers. One thing I want to add here that these factors are uncontrollable, means this cannot be controlled by consumers. These factors are independent and they affect the consumers with high extent. The next are internal factors. These are the personal factors of consumers which varies from one consumer to another. Under these, the learning habit of consumers, then the perception of consumer, then their motivation, their self-image, and semiotics. Semiotics, understanding the sign languages. So these internal factors also affect the behavior of consumers. After that, consumer decides the consumer decides related to particular product or service which he is going to buy. Under this, these are called as buying motives of consumers. Then these buying motives are filtered under these different filtering elements. These elements are applicable for online buying only, not for offline buying. Under this, the three different elements are constituted. The first one is security concern, then privacy concern, then trust and trustworthiness. We have already discussed that security is the major problem in online purchasing and online shopping. So here consumers identifies that whether the particular website is providing security to the online transaction or not. Then in privacy concern, they identify that the website from which they are going to buy a particular product is safe and not going to share their personal data with another websites. So here they make the privacy concern while purchasing particular product. After that, they filter these factors by trust and trustworthiness. Many a times you might have been observed that many consumers prefer to buy a particular product online from well-known e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. They don't prefer to buy from small e-commerce website. This is because of the factor of trust and trustworthiness. Consumers believe that particular famous e-commerce website will provide necessary servicing to them, and that's why they buy that product from that particular site. So these factors filter the buying motives of consumers. After that, confirming the security of site, then privacy and trustworthiness, they execute the buying process where all these filtering elements are filtered and they finally decide that now they are going to buy that product from this site, and finally the buying is carried out by the consumers. So this is the Triple F model of online consumer behavior. This model is very interesting because here they have include all the elements which are directly or indirectly affects the online consumer behavior. So this is all about the basics of online consumer behavior and Triple F model of online consumer behavior. In the next video session, we are going to see the online consumer behavior study, its importances and various techniques. Till then, be safe, keep learning. Thank you.